day is a day. Every day is a day in the neighborhood. Gonna shout, scream and cry, dry my tears, gonna laugh until I die in the neighborhood. Yeah. So we're here live on the internet for the first time. Funday in the neighborhood. Woo! Yay! Thank you from the audience. Hello, I'm your host, John Hanna. And before I start the festivities, I just want to say a few things. Thank you all for tuning in. Also, normally this show is usually around $10, but since we're live, I can't collect any money from you, so that's unfortunate. But I would like if you guys could donate to community, whatever you have. It could be $2, it could be $1, it could be $10, whatever you want. It's a great organization that provides resources for queer, transgender, and two-spirit folks in and around Vancouver. So if you got anything, please donate to them. It would be fantastic. Also, it's my birthday on Saturday, and I don't want to guilt you, but that would be cool. Thank you guys for tuning in. I think I have a few people I need to introduce first before we get started. To my left is Josh Polanco.
Hello.
Normally... Woo! I like that. Actually, let's give it up again for Josh Polanco. Woo! Woo! Okay, just one more time for Josh Polanco. Woo! Go, Josh! How you doing, Josh?
Doing okay. Doing all
Yeah?
right. How are you?
I'm doing all right. What have you been up to since the whole quarantine has happened and we're in the age of COVID?
Staying inside like everyone else.
Fair,
Yeah.
fair, yeah. Anything new? Any new hobbies you've started, or
No, actually, I've just kind of been lying down.
just lying down? Are you depressed?
No.
Should I know about this?
No. It's nothing like that. It's
Okay,
like,
good.
Just kind of thinking.
Just thinking?
Yeah.
Sweet. It's nice to have you back, Josh.
It's good to be back.
Okay, and I got one other person I need to introduce. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for your undead co-host, Uncle Slappy.
Hello, John.
How's it going, Uncle Slappy?
It's going pretty well.
Yeah, what have you been up to this quarantine?
Well, I'm already dead, so I'm not that concerned.
Uh-huh. Yeah?
But I do have a lot of human friends, so I am concerned for them. So I've been mostly watching Netflix.
That's actually quite sweet of you to say. I've never really felt that you've been quite a remorseful or caring individual, so I'm happy to hear that.
I am as surprised as you are, since my heart rotted away many years ago.
Okay. Everyone give it up for Uncle Slappy. So, I understand that a lot of you have been locked at home, cooped up, and you've probably been going through your liquor cabinet and your fridge and creating various dinners at home because access to restaurants has only just begun to start up again. And we have a very special guest. Her name is Alexa, and she's going to teach us how to make a drink. Anything in specifically what, Alexa? Oh, no, they can see you. They can see everything. But you got to come to this mic. Or this mic. Whoa. Don't get too close.
Whoa.
Jesus.
Sorry for touching you.
Thank you for apologizing.
I've never touched the mic before.
Really?
Yeah. When would I have done that? Hey guys, this is weird. This is also my first time on film.
You're doing very well.
Thanks, guys.
Will
Fantastic.
someone
I love
tilt the video so that it can be seen?
it. I lied when I said they could see you.
That person is very
So they
kind.
can't see everything.
They can see you now.
All right, guys. Hey. Like I said, this is my first time on screen. This is weird for everybody, I think. It's been a weird few months, obviously. So for me, my number one go-to in general is always a margarita, because I think it's the single greatest drink ever made.
A margarita, delicious.
Full disclosure, I didn't look it up like last time, so I don't really understand the origin story or anything. It's just a great drink. Are you ready? You want me to
Do you
show
want
you
me
now?
to join you?
Yeah, am I showing you? Or
Yeah,
am I
you're
doing
showing
it?
me. I don't know what a margarita is, so.
He
This
works
is
at
all
Havana,
new.
but he has no idea.
I have no
He
idea. what a
lies to every
margarita is.
guest.
I lie all the time. I'm a notorious liar.
Nice, I feel like we're like Tony Bennett and Lady Gaga right now.
Just a great duet.
Which one's which? Okay, so every margarita is the same. If anyone tells you otherwise, they're wrong. It's an ounce and a half of tequila, a half ounce of triple sec. Didn't get the alcohol, so you can probably go get that now if you want.
Okay, you just keep talking.
Some coconut syrup. And
Just for the record, I got the Tony Bennett reference.
and lime. Thank you. Thanks, Slappy. Because you're older. Is that an old thing?
It probably is an old thing.
And lime juice obviously is the basis of all margaritas. Sorry, I didn't get the alcohol. To be honest, I've been here for 12 hours already, so I'm pretty tired.
Not a problem.
So I guess we'll have to wait. So Slappy, how you been?
I've been great. I'm kind of wondering, since you haven't done any of the research in regards to the history of the margarita, I'm wondering maybe you could tell us where you think the margarita came from.
I'm gonna go with Mexico.
Nice, nice.
I'm also gonna say it's important that when you're buying tequila, always get 100% blue agave, because otherwise it might have some weird fillers in it.
Why not the yellow agave?
I don't think that exists.
So probably don't get that one.
Definitely don't get it. If it says yellow, just steer clear.
Okay.
If you're in some weird market or something.
Similar to yellow snow, perhaps?
Yeah, I mean, yellow dye in general is, I think, toxic for you anyway.
Really?
Pee or otherwise.
Is this all you need?
Yes.
I didn't-
No.
No? What else?
Lime juice. I did say that was
I'll
the
be right
number
back.
one most
And
important
the blood
ingredient.
of a virgin, please.
So anyway, really sorry, guys. Yeah, so I would assume Mexico. Agave is grown in Mexico. Interesting fact, since we're killing time.
Yes, please.
If you take the agave, you harvest it, and then you bury it underground and you smoke it, that's where you get mezcal.
Oh.
And mezcal has different flavors based on the region, much like grapes from wine. Yeah.
Is it because of the dirt, the
Dirt?
audience asked?
It's terroir, but anyway.
Terroir.
You can
Are
call it
you
whatever
making
want.
words up now?
Terroir. There's an R. Terroir.
Is this everything?
This is everything. Thanks, John. Sorry, guys.
You're
Okay,
welcome.
We're ready.
You're welcome, Lex.
So, like
I have
said-
one more question before you start. What is the name brand of George Clooney's tequila?
Does anybody know?
Bartender should.
It's quite
That's
presumptuous.
not very nice.
I'm a sassy skeleton.
Slappy, do you know what it is?
Yes.
What is it?
I just have to go to my computer.
Is this because you love George Clooney or because you love tequila?
Column A and column B.
Everybody loves George Clooney. He's lovable. Okay, ready? Okay,
Yeah.
John, you're learning this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. An ounce and a half of tequila, like I said. A half ounce of triple sec. Did you steal this straight from the bar?
Yep. I mean, no.
A full ounce of lime juice.
They have nothing out there now. So you're going to have to hurry up.
And because this is you have to buy this probably at Gourmet Warehouse or something. You could use coconut milk and bring it down to what Uncle Slappy likes, cream of coconut.
My favorite. It's my favorite
It's my
beverage.
favorite. Or you could steep some coconut flakes, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, this is what we use. So you probably can only get it here. A half ounce of this
At the restaurant?
at the restaurant, at Havana. Should we take those back? Or?
Yeah.
Ice, always important.
How you doing down there?
Are you shuffling the cubes?
bit of shake. Front to back, just like I said last time. Front to back.
What do you mean when you refer to last time?
John's last show, which hopefully everybody who's watching was there. Because he's a great guy, great comedian. Okay, ready?
Yes.
This is super key for me, and hopefully for everybody. You salt rim your glass. A little bit of lime juice on the rim.
Oh.
A little bit of salt. I don't think that these glasses salt rim so well, so we'll
So
just keep going.
plastic is not good for
Plastic
rimming?
is not good for anybody. I'm not sure why John bought them. And that's what we call a dirty pour.
Thank you.
Straight in.
Are we? Is that just one? Am I making one now?
Yep, now it's your turn.
Oh fuck.
Little garnish. Coconut margarita.
Oh.
Tasty. Now it's my turn,
Now it's
right? Okay, so guys, today we're gonna be making a margarita. So I start with the glass. Triple sec?
Sure.
Does it matter?
Nope.
No?
As long as you do it right. Ooh, heavens. No.
Is that too much? Oh,
We're pouring
yeah,
into
the
your jigger.
shakers, the shakers. I forgot the
Because
shakers.
it has to be shaken, because anything with citrus has to be shaken.
And why is that?
Emulsify.
Quick question. Is John fired now?
He would probably never have gotten the job.
Pretty
in the first
close.
place.
I don't know much about bartending. I just thought that I would have fired
It's
him for that.
worrisome.
There we go. So it's 1
Ounce and a half of
ounce and a half.
tequila.
Now how much ounces is this?
1.
1. And this?
2.
Free
Interesting.
pour, free pour, free pour, free pour.
Remember what happened last time you pre-poured?
Deliciousness.
It was fantastic. Okay, now lime juice or coconut. What's next?
You pick.
I'm gonna go with the lime juice. I'm a big fan of lime juice, so I'm just gonna add like an ounce or so of lime juice. And let's add. How's that? Tell me when.
Please stop. It's about 60 cents an ounce.
And then I come
I'll
in
be
here.
telling Ruben about
The ice, right?
ice,
Remember to shuffle.
which he's handling with his hands.
No, I'm using a scoop.
Right, Don. Let's just shake. First of all, flip it around. Remember last time?
No, I
Just in
don't know what
case
you're referring to.
it comes apart, it'll splash all over you instead of your guest. Or in this case, the fancy mics.
Front to back.
You could probably do it harder than that. I've seen your arm muscles. You could do it harder than that.
Thank you. I think it's ready.
Yeah, John, how did you make that look gross?
What? I just,
Like, that's a talent.
It's so low.
That's a real
Is this how mics work?
You're like hunched over in an awkward, disgusting way.
What's going through your head right now?
Okay.
And Igorita.
And pour it into the glass.
Some may have salted the rim first.
I think I've gotten enough salt in my diet today, so I decided not to salt
You're
it.
salty enough.
Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers. That's simple. And again, you probably just come here for it. But it's pretty cool.
It's pretty good.
And lucky for you guys, we already made some.
Look at that. This is for everybody at home.
Oh, that's very kind.
There you go.
The trick is to not let it sit, because otherwise this happens.
If you want to just pour this out, I have something else I want to talk about. Since we made these delicious margaritas, I was thinking you probably want something to go with it, maybe a nice hearty meal.
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah, so I thought I would cook up something. You know, everybody knows about this. It's a great simple dish.
Was this on your when you were on MasterChef?
Yeah, this is how I won MasterChef with this dish.
Your feature dish on MasterChef.
This is my feature dish.
That's really hard to say.
MasterChef.
No, featured it.
Feature dish.
On Master.
It is Heinz. Oh, deep browned in tomato sauce and pork baked beans.
Oh.
This is one of my favorite dishes. This is such a great dish.
If only I had a stomach.
You'd be eating a lot of Heinz, deep browned in tomato sauce and pork, baked beans. Okay, so
Josh can have mine. He's a growing boy. Did you just break it? Did you just break it?
no, this is how it works.
Use a knife. Use a knife. Use a knife.
I am so sorry. Okay, see, you're gonna want to take this. This is a can opener, and you got to be really careful.
Oh.
You don't want to cut yourself because the edges of the can are quite sharp.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. And you want to see, sometimes the lid gets stuck and you kind of want to fish it out. I recommend using a spoon. You could use your hand, but that's pretty dangerous. You might slice your appendage, your finger off, and then take a couple of these bowls
Oh.
and you just scoop it in, just like this.
Now, do you do that clockwise or counterclockwise?
I recommend, okay, here's the deal. Most people would probably do it clockwise, but I found doing it counterclockwise, you get a tender bean. Like a way more tender bean than you would if you did it clockwise.
And God knows I love a tender
Oh,
bean.
I love a tender bean. I'm all about a nice tender bean. So you do that. You put in depends on how hungry you are, how much you want.
That's sort of a catch-all when it comes to food, though, John.
Yeah, I guess, but yeah. That's your opinion.
You think the creator of Heinz was German?
Most likely. What are you implying, Lex? Did Lex just ask if the creator of Heinz was German? John.
You should say it the way that they would say it.
Heinz. Yeah, that's probably how they would say it. In Germany, the land of baked beans, they would probably say Heinz deep browned und tomato sauce und pork baked beans. Something like that, yeah. There we go. You just pour the rest in there with the sauce. And you get another spoon. And I'm going to let these cook. So I'm just going to put them back here, let them cook, and we're going to come back to that later.
Now, will you be posting the recipe online for us, John?
All of the recipes, including the margarita and the baked beans, all that will be posted online after the show.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's what we do here.
Almost as amazing of the fact that Lex did not bring me a drink.
You said that you didn't have a stomach. That's all.
Yeah, but the guy with his hand up my ass does.
Okay, let's give a round of applause for Lex, and we'll come back to those baked beans later.
Oh boy, I wonder if someone can move that camera again.
On camera.
Are you doing okay, Josh?
Yeah, I'm doing
Yeah.
alright.
Here.
Thank you,
Is it
Lex.
higher than it was?
Yeah,
How's that?
perfect.
Okay. So our next.
I love learning, John.
Oh, I love learning too. Do you love reading, Uncle Slappy?
I do. That's how I learn a lot of the times. I use my eyeballs and books.
Oh, I love eyeballs and I love books. So, I love eyeballs. Like as just a concept, but also as a thing. I think they're really cool. And that's that on that.
Good words.
It works. Yeah. Okay, so being at home during this quarantine, like you, you probably exhausted a lot of your resources in terms of what you can do. Watching movies, watching TV, listening to music. But once that is all done, what else could you possibly do? And as we mentioned earlier, Uncle Slappy loves reading, I love reading, and so I like to settle down with a good book. So I thought I would indulge you guys by reading a story to you. Yeah. Yeah, a story. I thought I'd read you a story. Now, the story that I'm going to read to you takes place in a galaxy a long, long time ago.
Oh.
No, it's a galaxy what is the Star Wars slogan? What is their thing? What's their catch-all? I'm reading you a story from Star Wars, okay? Thank you.
Where did you find this?
I found this on the internet. Now, it isn't necessarily canon, but to me, it's head canon. It's in my head canon. It's real. Now, head canon, if you know, that is...
That's a literary reference.
It's a literary reference, head canon. I think it's real. That's all that matters. To me, in the story, this happened, okay? That's all I'm going to say about it. I don't want to argue with you. I don't think that's cool. I don't want to argue online on the internet. So, yeah, that's it. I'm going to read the book now. Is that cool?
Very cool.
Yeah.
Literature.
Literature. Literature. Literature. Literature. I should probably grab the book.
I love a good book. Oh, it's like, oh, wow.
This is a book.
That's a real book.
This is a real book. Now,
Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous.
you guys should just settle in, get nice and cozy, because I am going to read you one of my favorite stories. Are you ready?
Who's the author?
The author is James.
Oh, he's good.
He's really
He's
good.
good.
James. Oh, I love
so
James.
good.
I love all of James's work. And he wrote this particular story. It takes place in Star Wars, the Star Wars world, and I think it's great. So just settle in, grab a nice cup of tea or a margarita, maybe a bowl of baked beans, and let me read to you. Are you ready, Josh?
Yes.
Nice.
As Robert Burns once said, let's fire this shit up.
Big Robert Burns fan. Okay, the story's called Chewie's Glory. For perhaps the first time since its inception over 5 years before, it seemed as if the combined fighting forces of the Alliance to restore the Republic had assembled as one unified whole, which meant that something big was coming. And Chewbacca didn't need to listen in on an Alliance cabinet meetings to figure that out. The shaggy Wookiee ambled through the prefabricated corridors of the sprawling base and hangar complex, taking up much of the surface area of the tiny planet the Alliance currently called home. The rebel forces had been chased to the galaxy's edge after a rout at Hoth, and in desperate need of base operations had quickly settled a planet known by nothing save its numerical designation, 5251977, set down by hyperspace explorers of the venerable Papanoidea dynasty. Okay, I'm just going to skip ahead a little bit.
Oh, they're really setting the mood here, aren't they?
I'm a big fan of the Papanoigles.
Yeah? Okay. Chewie felt as if he were back in the bleak depths of the Shadowlands, stalking Katarn along the Ryrat Trail during the ritual Hirtak ceremony preceded his Roar-to-Core.
Oh, yeah.
The darkness was pervading, and though his keen blue eyes could pierce the miasma better than most of the base's human personnel, he still found it somewhat unsettling. Perhaps he was missing home, and the warmth of creature comforts besides an overstuffed co-pilot's chair. He whuffed softly, reminding himself he was a Wookiee once bestowed a Medal of Bravery by the last Princess of Alderaan. And though he gave the award away to a hero far more deserving than himself, Chewbacca had earned other awards that night and learned the benefits the sultry dusk could offer a hero. He felt his primal instincts stirring like the beasts below, as if he were back on Kashyyyk's depths, and Chewie had a powerful urge to seek more than just desolation. He knew there were other Wookiees on the base. He traded gossip with the cargo pilot, Lohagara, and while her pure white hair looked as soft and silky as Mala's, Chewie realized he had a low opinion of cavorting with one of his kin behind his lover's back.
It was worth saying it twice.
Thank you. Human girls, however, held an appeal far beyond the worshries, and Chewie had come to appreciate their unique gifts during his adventures. Mala understood. She'd been his even during his first encounter with a pretty human senator during the Clone Wars. And she never asked about the fruits of wanderlust on the rare times he was able to return home or send a holo transmission. He liked to think Mala approved of his rebellious spirit. After all, it was that which had won his mate in the first place. Chewie considered loping across to the suite of rooms given over to the High Command, bursting into them, baking himself as quickly and aggressively as possible. And while such bestial treatment of a noblewoman of the Elder Houses likely wouldn't appear in any datachron on decorum, Princess Leia had proven remarkably adaptable to similar treatment in the past.
Say what now?
The Wookiee recalled how pleased she had been to thrust face first onto her bed on Horax 3 and fucked, ragged and howling by her hairy lover.
Okay, Jesus Christ.
But the base was crowded with officers, and the prefab walls were thin. For all of Leia's animal spirit, Chewie knew she had hardly... I'm sweating. This is getting pretty crazy. I love Star Wars.
Do you love it as much as Chewie loves Leia?
Yeah, I love it that much. But the base was crowded with officers, and the prefab walls were thin. For all of Leia's animal spirit, Chewie knew she hardly risked having Admiral Akbar or Mon Mothma walk in on her with a Wookiee sheathed deep inside her.
Yeah, those guys are huge cock blockers.
Not that it mattered. There was more than one way to attract a princess's attention. Making a swift-about turn as if on the parade ground of the Imperial Flight Academy, Chewie had hastened for the branching tunnels leading away from the command center and main hangars and into the subsurface sections of the base. Typically given over to maintenance. I'm just going to skip ahead to the part where they fuck.
Jesus Christ. John, are you looking at the pages and it's all them fucking?
Yeah, there's a lot of fucking.
Where to start?
I don't know where to start. There's just so much fucking, so much just like Wookiee on human action. I'm just...
Josh, do you have a Chewbacca impression?
I don't.
That was great.
It was actually really good. I
was
think that's
really good.
exactly how Chewbacca sounds when he comes.
Thinking of going... Oh, I think I found it. As it transpired, I know that word. Princess Leia proved just as ravenous as the Wookiee, and he grunted low in his throat as he felt a pair of warm, wet lips envelop his cockhead with all the suction of an airlock. She vocalized her pleasure again at getting to wrap her lips around one of her favorite toys, and Chewie felt the vibration of her husky mule on his cockhead, as well as the hot sigh of the princess's breath prickling his prick. Now that's quality writing right there. Prickling his prick.
What do they call that? Is that alliteration?
I think that's an alliteration.
It's the same word twice, so that makes it alliteration, Lex? Homonym.
A homonym.
Interesting.
It's a homonym.
I think we can all just agree it's gross, is what it is.
I'm going to continue reading this
I think it's
riveting
beautiful.
Star Wars story.
Climax, 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 climax.
His cock pulsed under her tongue. He always liked to reward the princess for her efforts. Her oral touch retreated momentarily.
Stop, please, stop, please, stop, please.
You want me to keep going?
Not really.
Yeah. Her oral touch retreated momentarily, but only to allow Leia to widen her jaw. And he felt her lean towards, you know what? That was a great story.
That was great!
That was fantastic. The end. Chewie came, and that's the end. That's what it says right there after that.
Hey, John, your sister just commented here. She said, Mom is watching this.
Hi, Mom. Well, we've gone to the part of the show where
Alistair and Slappy tell people that maybe they got something wrong in that.
I think, you know what? It was a great idea, and we tried it. Probably won't bring it back. But I spent at least over $100 and like a good 34, 35 hours building this book.
It's a gorgeous book.
It's a great book.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's nice.
$100?
I learned a lot about Star Wars today. Our viewers did. I think so. I didn't know that much about his prickly prick.
Me neither. I learned so much. And I'd like to think I'm a big Star Wars fan, so that was exciting for me to learn about Chewie's cock.
The only thing I didn't understand was that he said that he already got a medal, but he never got a medal. Wasn't that the whole thing?
Okay, let's just get to our next part of the show. Yay! I would like to welcome to the stage, he is a fantastic local musician. His name is Julian Amar, and he is going to play some music for you and sing some songs. And maybe I just caught him off guard and probably should have gave him more of a warning. I am really sorry, Julian. Okay, I'll let him take the mic.
All right. Okay, so that was enthralling. I was a big Star Wars fan as a kid. I actually read a number of those like Star Wars books that were not part of the movies, but nothing quite that graphic, I guess. So it was really nice to get that kind of insight, that backroom type of stuff. I've got a little cheat sheet here because I'm going to be playing a lot of new songs today. I'm releasing. Yeah, Slappy. Do you play the bass?
I used to. I didn't bring mine.
Okay. Well, we'll get you in next time. Yeah, I'm releasing an acoustic EP in August, and so I decided I was gonna play some of those songs today. All right. But first, I'm gonna start with this Shaky Graves tune because everybody tells me that I should warm the audience up with a cover. So I decided to do like one of the saddest songs that I know, because that's the way to warm people up, right? All right. Cool. Right. This song's called In a World So Full of Love by Shaky Graves. I know how it feels to be alive with no desire to live. I know how it feels to die inside and try hard to forgive. And my way of finding out is 'cause of love just let me down. In a world so full of love, yet not enough to go around. I was oh so proud to have a love. Yes, I could burst with pride. Then that sunshine turned to storm, and that's all I feel inside. It's enough to make me wish that I could hide and not be found in a world so full of love, yet not enough to go around. I could sit for days and wonder, not find the answer still. By the time I die, I wonder if by then I even will. I must live to be 100 if I hope to live it down. In a world so full of love, yet not enough to go around. In a world so full of love, yet not enough to go around. Thank you so much. Appreciate that one. I really like that song a whole lot. I don't know. I just heard it on. It was the first song that I ever really listened to a lot after hearing it for the first time on a Spotify radio, which kind of like made me question my whole like bias for Spotify. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Let's go ahead and let's go with the song. This one's one that everybody can get on board with because it's called "Don't You Agree." Yeah. Right, I should mention all the rest of them are originals, including this one. Oh, there's too much waste and too little taste, don't you agree? Don't you agree? Yeah, there's too many people and just one first place, don't you agree? Don't you agree? Yeah. I'm trying to be grateful, focus and make full days so I don't get lost in my own thoughts, fall apart and cross the line again this time, baby. I'm gonna be better for everyone this time. Yeah, I can feel it, walking arm in arm under the sun. There's too much fire and just one pyre, don't you agree? Don't you agree? Yeah. Too many bodies piling higher and higher, don't you agree? Don't you agree? Yeah. Just trying to be grateful, focus and make full days so I don't get lost in my own thoughts, fall apart and cross some lines again this time, baby. I'm gonna be better for everyone this time. I can still see under the sun, walking on and on. Thank you. All right. Yeah, no, I guess I wrote that one was definitely like one of the quarantine jams, you know? It just, maybe the subject matter is not that, like, quarantine-y, but it felt like it in my head. Okay, this tune, I guess it's the oldest one I'm playing tonight. I'm gonna be dropping the pick over here. Ooh, yeah. We're getting, like, finger style up in here. Yeah, pretty real. Thank you so much for the margarita, by the way. I really appreciate it. It's been a long time. Right, live music, not just live streamed music. Although I guess this is both. just for like the people. Sorry, what was that? Oh, I have a complicated relationship with Spotify. You know, we go back and forth, me and Spotify. As a musician, like, it's actually it's terrible.
I invested in Napster, and now look at me, I'm a skeleton.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Napster like really got their stuff together. Actually, I was just signing up to distribute these songs actually, and then they asked me if I wanted to distribute it through Napster, and I was like,
Oh.
yeah, seriously. Like, as in 3 days ago when I went to my thing, yeah, they were like, they offered it like in the ranks of Spotify and Yahoo Music and all that. Oh, no, not at all. No, I mean, I'm just saying Napster is still a thing. That's really the point of that story.
I'm going to
Napster is
update
still
my
a thing.
MySpace page.
Yep. I feel like you'd have a hot Nexopia there, Slappy.
Thanks,
Okay.
buddy.
All right. Let's do a song called Crusher of Dreams. It's another real happy tune. Now you remind me of a simple time when everything was blue. Now I gave away a special world inherited by you. Now it's time to find a fine friend, a companion or a slave. And so don't mind the many times I dug myself a grave. 'Cause I'm destroyer of worlds, a crusher of dreams, yeah. Everything I used to do makes me so afraid. Self-repetition and then self-loathing. There's a history of failing grades. Soon we'll be binded at that simple time when everything is pink. Why did I talk away your throaty cries? The body's the sweat and the stink. Spoiler alert, everyone dies, and fertile eyes still hide inside my wink. And so, wish me well, I'm off to hell, and I'm taking your kitchen sink. 'Cause I'm destroyer of worlds, a crusher of dreams, yeah. Everything I used to do makes me so afraid. Self-repetition and now no clothing. There's a history of failing grades. Destroyer of worlds, and I'm a crusher of dreams, yeah. Everything I used to do makes me so afraid. Self-repetition and now one last time. There's one more failing grade. Thank you so much. Do I have time for Uno Mas? Uno Mas tune? All right. Thank you. All the time in the world. Well, shoot. Yeah.
One more song!
Sweet. I love a good encore with like 4 people in the room. No, thank you so much. I will do one more. This song's called Take Me Back, and I'm always really weirded out when I have to introduce this one. This is actually my first time introducing it for reals live audience. But no, I feel the need to clarify that it's not like me being a whiny ex or something that's like, take me back. It's more just the general idea of going back to nature and stuff. So, you know, maybe that was a little too much information. Slappy, what do you think?
A bit too much.
Just a bit. Okay.
Back to nature. Back to nature.
Yep, back to nature. Back to nature over here. Okay.
I recommend rotting.
That's the optimal way to get back to nature, eh?
It's the most.
The most in nature is literally decomposing.
Becoming nature.
Yep. There's that whole box that gets in the way. Were you in a coffin actually when you were buried? Just
It's a long story.
question.
Your music is so much more lovely than my rotting stories.
All right, I'm done. All right. Thanks so much. My name is Julian Amar. You can check me out on the various platforms at that name. JulienAmar. Yeah, thanks so much to Alistair and John Hanna and Slappy and the whole show for having me. And the Havana and, you know, all of y'all. Yeah, thanks. Okay. I've walked too many paths to follow till the end, I'm sure. One day I'll have trimmed the timeline to something perfect, pure. Lessons learned, lines and sand. When did this get so out of hand? Take me back to the lightning, take me back to the plains, take me back to the forest, and don't let the pain take over this planet, take over my brain, take over this lifetime, take me back, na ba dum, ba da da dum, da dum, ba da dum, ba da dum, ba da dum, da dum, ya da dum. Now rediscover what really matters, find clarity in the blur. Excavate some joy every day, find your own cure. Lessons learned, lines in sand. When did this get so out of hand? I said lessons learned, now sculptures of sand. Oh, when did I get so out of hand? Take me back to the lightning, take me back to the plains, take me back to the forest, and don't let the pain take over this planet, take over my brain, take over this lifetime, take me back, do 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 ya ba down, did it down, ba da down, that down, ba down. Thank you. Thank you.
Julian Amar! That was outstanding.
Oh yeah, that was great.
That was really good.
He was fantastic.
He was
Julian.
much. He
You
was
were
much
so
better.
good. Thank you for coming.
Much better than I would be on the guitar.
Oh, you're awful on the guitar. I've seen you play all the time.
I don't know how
You
to play
insist on playing every time we do the show.
it. Kind of a thing I do.
You're right.
Yeah, it makes it hard. I just bang my head on those strings.
Well,
Yes, John.
where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Sorry, he's a little sleepy right now, but I ran into a friend of yours, Uncle Slappy, out back.
Oh
see if
my
I can
God.
Wake him up. Hey, man.
Hey, wake
You're
up.
live.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Come on, man. Wake up.
Hey, you're on the.
Oh, sorry. I was asleep in there.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh. Are those cameras? Are we live?
Are you
Uncle Slappy.
Are you Irish?
Oh yeah, I'm very Irish. I was straight from.
You don't have to be Irish. I was just wondering if you were.
It just happened. Yeah, I'm Irish. I mean, what do you mean? I don't have to be. It's who I am.
Do you have a bend in your back? Oh, there you are.
Oh, sorry. I just had to stand up straight here. I've been sleeping for the last
Okay, quick question. What is going on?
Well, John found me in the back there, and he was asking, if I wanted to do some improv. And I thought, I loved improv.
Improv. I love improv too.
Oh, you love improv?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay, well, see you later.
See you later.
Just kidding.
Ah!
That was an improv.
Oh, Slappy, it's good to see you. That's one of your classic improv.
Classic
blunders.
improvs.
Classic improv right there. You said you were kidding, and then you came back, and sorry, I'm very groggy right now. I've been sleeping for the last 24
Must be the
hours.
time difference from
Oh,
Ireland.
it's definitely the time difference from Ireland. Those flights, and then it's like a what?
So
it's like
for
a
those
12
of you
hours.
who don't speak Irish, it would appear that John has found an Irish young boy with a T-shirt that says "Dude." Clearly, the most famous Irish expression.
I did not catch your name, sir.
What's your name?
It's Michael.
A good Irish name, Michael.
That's a great Irish name.
It
Michael.
is. What's your
Anyway.
last name, Michael?
Michael.
What's your Michael? Michael? Not Michael Michael?
It's Michael. Oh, Michael. But since living in Canada, I decided to
You
get rid of
shortened
the
it.
O. I shortened it to Michael.
Oh, that's convenient. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Okay, now,
Oh, to move my hands.
sorry. Should I stop doing this? Does this bother you? My hair's in my face. I thought I did just move it back a little bit. If we're gonna be doing some improv here, I thought, I just.
Sure, you want to do
Mark
some
it.
improv with me?
I would love to do some improv with you, Uncle Slappy. You're world famous. Your improv is known all over the world, especially in Ireland. They talk about you. They tell great stories about Uncle Slappy's improv.
Really? Tell me one of the stories.
Well, when I was a wee lad growing up in Dublin.
Oh, my.
Oh, whoa. It's the miracle of God.
That's right.
You can move your arms.
Someone
you
is
also
moving
can
my
talk
arms.
and you're a skeleton, but it's more impressive that you can move your bloody arms.
That's right.
Well, anyway, I was telling my story
Uh-huh.
when I was a wee lad, growing up in Dublin, Ireland. You heard of Dublin?
Yeah, it's the capital.
Yeah, it's the capital of Ireland.
I love Ireland.
You love Ireland, yeah, because you're really famous there. What was I talking about again?
You were telling a story about
Oh,
some
yes.
story that somebody told of a story of
A
me.
story about you. I mean, about how we've. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good
exactly.
story.
Oh, thank you. And so we talk a lot about you, and that's it, and that's how.
Fantastic.
Thank you very much.
I would love to do an improv scene with you then.
You'd love to do an improv scene with me?
Yeah.
Well, I'm a little nervous.
Oh, don't be nervous. Improv is easy.
Oh.
We're just in front of 1,000 viewers, and we're going to make things up as we go along.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Great. So, Josh, ask the audience, let's see, for a location.
Nice to meet you.
Maybe someone can type in a location.
Okay.
Might have to give me a second here.
Okay.
For the love of God, Josh!
Bloody hell, hurry the fuck up. Sorry, Josh, about this puppets, It's just hurry the fuck up and find a location for us. We're trying to do some world-class improv here with Uncle Slappy's very famous.
World-class!
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 improv. World-class! Josh.
Ireland, Canada!
Ireland, Canada. Two big superpowers in the world.
I mean, we're not on the Security Council
We
as
have
of
pool
today,
party.
but still.
Pool party.
Yeah.
We got a pool party there, Uncle Slappy.
Okay.
Okay.
This is called environment work. Just gonna mix in some of the chlorine here. Okay, the pool's ready, kids.
Oh, the pool's ready, kids. Let's bring all the kids in. Uncle Slappy, are you ready for the pool
I sure
opening
am.
ceremony?
I sure am.
It's the first day of summer, and the pool's opening today.
And as we are lifeguards,
Lifeguards.
this is a really big deal for us.
Yeah, I got my lifeguard shorts on.
Oh, those are fantastic.
Thank you. I got them from Uniqlo.
I have my lifeguard tank top on.
I love the colors. It matches your eyes.
Thank you. Flirtatious, but thank you.
And I have my lifeguard shirt on.
Listen,
It's red with stripes. Those are the colors of lifeguard.
Michael, oh, Michael. You
Yes?
can't flirt with other lifeguards here
I
at the
am
pool.
so sorry,
Sorry,
I just-
will not cut it.
what do you want me to do? I mean, I need this job. I have to pay my rent next week. And I just don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Okay, triple flip.
Triple flip.
10-meter board.
10-meter board?
And then we'll just sweep this harassment under the table.
Okay, you got yourself a deal there, boyo.
Okay, it's just up there.
I'm reaching my hand out to shake your hand because
Oh.
it's a deal.
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 Okay, kids, gather around. The 10-meter board, triple backflip. If he lands this, he'll get an ice cream.
Oh, and
If he doesn't land it, he'll probably die.
And also, I'll lose my job.
Yeah, that would be part of being dead.
Okay. I'm up here, Uncle Slappy.
Oh, yeah, good.
I'm at the top of the board.
Do you have any last words to the swimming community?
Well, I'd like to thank my mother.
Oh, you have a mother? I didn't know you had a mother.
I have a mother.
Oh,
She lives in Ireland,
where?
Dublin.
Where?
Dublin.
What address?
Specifically her address,
Yeah.
256 Dublin Way, Dublin, Ireland.
Googling. Oh, yeah, it's true.
Yeah, she's real.
What kind of food does she like for breakfast?
She likes 2 eggs, sunny side up, and a piece of bacon.
Wow.
One single slice and unbuttered toast.
Unbuttered?
Yeah,
I was just about to say, I like unbuttered toast as well.
You like unbuttered toast as well?
You know, all this flirtation from you has reminded me about the loneliness in my life.
Oh, Uncle Slappy, do you want to talk about it?
Do I want to talk to your mother?
No, do you want to talk about? I mean, you could talk to my mother.
Oh, you would do that for me?
Yeah, I do that for you.
You would put her on FaceTime right now and act out her voice as well?
Yeah, I do all of that for you.
Oh, well, okay. I mean, if
Okay,
you're
here I
forcing me to, come down from the 10-meter board and show me your mom.
Okay, let me just get my phone out here from my pocket. I got it. It's in my hand. I'm just punching in her number.
Okay, you don't have to punch it. You could just use your fingers.
Yeah, you're right. But
The Irish way, I know.
it's classic Ireland.
Classic.
Okay, it's ringing.
I'm
Oh.
slightly nervous.
Hello?
Why? She's
Hello?
a natural Irish beauty.
Michael, is that you?
Oh,
Yeah, Mom, it's me.
hi, I'm Uncle Slappy.
Oh, well, who's that tall, handsome bag of bones over there?
Bag of bones. What a sense of humor.
Oh, Uncle Slappy, it's nice to meet you.
Just a second. Beep boop 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 boop. Did those first class tickets just arrive at your door?
Oh, let me check. Sorry, it's just the
Are you
speakerphone.
making
It's really
sushi?
loud. You can hear everything going on in that house. Yeah. Oh, I'll take it upstairs later. Oh, look at that! I found first class tickets to America.
If I may be so bold,
Yes.
I'd like you to come to America.
Uncle Slappy, I barely know you, but I'd love to.
Okay, well,
Are
I'll
you
see
still
you.
there?
I'll see you. No,
Still there?
I'll see
Is
you
it-
soon.
is
Eh?
it- what? I didn't catch that
Oh,
last
did I
part.
cut out? I was just saying I'll see you soon.
I say, I guess, Michael, what did he say? Is it see you soon? I heard just like a see you soon.
I think we've made the love connection. You can hang up.
Okay. Oh. So that was kind of crazy.
Crazy like a fox.
Crazy like Uncle Slappy.
Yes?
You are going to be My stepfather.
I know at first that's going to be weird, but
Oh,
I just want to thank you for changing my life and changing this pool.
you.
And I'm gonna teach you one last thing.
Yeah.
It's the double arm flip.
Double arm flip.
It's like doing a flip, but the person who's moving your arms will make the flip happen for you.
Oh, sure.
Are you ready?
I'm so ready.
Audience, let's count to 3.
Oh.
1, 2, 3. Arm flip for John! And scene.
Oh, Uncle Slappy, that was a lot of fun doing improv with you.
It was a lot of fun doing improv with you.
I'm sticking my hand out again to shake it.
Well, I can't shake it because my arms are
Do you
dead.
want me to come closer?
Sure, okay. There you go. Oh, sorry. Okay.
Well,
Thank you.
he just kind of ran off.
He did, didn't he?
Yeah. Do you think we'll see him again?
Probably.
Cool. Well, you know, earlier in the show, we made some drinks with Lex, and we were making some food with Lex, and it's been cooking in the oven. Should we just bring that out?
John should eat it. John should eat it. John
Also,
should
Lex.
eat it. So
Lex should eat
should
it too.
Josh.
And Josh. Josh should eat it. Eat it. Josh says he'll eat it. Let's go see how those beans are doing. I don't know what happened. You know, just hanging out with Michael, I sort of picked up his accent.
That's what happens.
Well, I'll go get those beans.
You know, Ireland's a tax haven.
Oh, these beans are piping hot. These are some hot beans. Josh, why don't you come on down? You want to try some beans?
Oh.
We were just having some technical difficulties.
What happened?
What happened? Oh. Great. They're doing it. We got professionals on the job. Oh.
What is an IG Live?
IG Live. IG Live is it's a type of tortoise.
Nice.
That grew up it's from the Galapagos.
All right, let's do this this amazing crescendo of an ending here. Let's eat some beans.
Let's eat some beans.
Let me check.
Did I just hear someone say, "Don't spill
the beans"?
That's a quality joke.
It is.
Still down.
Well, you know what?
I don't know about you, John, but I care a 2.
Carrot too.
I care a 2 out of 10.
Josh, you want to eat some beans? How are they smelling?
Smell like beans, which is good, I guess.
They piping hot?
Oh, yeah.
Should we just dive into these beans? Yeah, we're live.
We're live on Twitch
We're
and
live
on
Twitch
YouTube.
and on YouTube, but we are not live on Instagram. So if you're watching on Instagram, I am so sorry. But they won't know that because I just said that, but they're not watching on Instagram. Yeah. So I'm going to eat these beans and
Eat
stop
the
talking.
beans. Eat the beans.
I don't know why
Eat
you're
the
chanting. I'm
beans.
going to eat the beans.
Oh, okay.
I haven't denied eating the beans.
I love it.
Oh, you already dug right in, huh, Josh? How are your beans?
Is this a good time for me to tell you about this guy's YouTube channel where he does marathon running and then eats things, and he ate like 140 cans of beans?
I think it's a great time.
Okay, well, I did it.
Thank you. Well, guys, we ate some beans. And I guess there's nothing else for us to do tonight.
I don't know. I think the name of the show is Eat All the Beans.
Oh, we're eating all the beans.
They're really not.
They're nice and hot, though.
I climbed. I ate my beans this morning.
Well, guys, thank you for tuning in. We're going to finish these beans. I hope you all have a great night. Yeah, that's all I got to say.
Hey, Josh,
once
what was
again-
your favorite part of the show?
Oh, it's the drinks.
The drinks were delicious.
So
Let's give a round of applause for Lex. Hey, John?
Woo! Let's give a round of applause for Lex. Also, let's give a round of applause for Julian.
Yeah, he was my favorite part of the show. Julian.
He was my favorite part of the show. And let's give a round of applause. He's not here, but let's give a round of applause for Michael. Michael, let's thank him for coming in.
Oh, he was great.
Oh, he was great.
I'm going to tell him all about my burial story later.
Oh, okay, guys. Have a good night. Bye.
Goodbye!
We're still live? Oh, we're back live? Well, we're live on Instagram now. You can watch us eat beans if you want, if you're watching on Instagram. Nothing else is going to be happening.